The U.S., no matter who sits in the White House or which party rules Congress, is bent on world domination. Until recently, they exercised their global hegemony without opposition, using the war on terrorism as an excuse and cover to invade and destroy any regime that opposed it. The litany of nations that the U.S. has destabilized or destroyed by military attacks and or economic sanctions spans the globe. The U.S. Navy plies the seven seas with fleets of aircraft carriers. Its Air Force has bases in Europe, the Middle East, and the Asian Pacific. Its military has hundreds of bases and installations deployed throughout the world, and its military budget is larger than that of all other countries combined. The U.S. military juggernaut is used to intimidate and oppress the nations and people of the world. Yet the Pentagon is constantly seeking new excuses to increase its military expenditures. New enemies have to be fabricated on a daily basis. Nations that seek to defend themselves from the depredations of U.S. imperialism are singled out as threats, no matter that the U.S. threatens them, not vice versa. China is a case in point. The U.S. has fought 2 wars in Korea and Vietnam on China's borders with the expressed intent of containing and isolating her. U.S. troops are stationed in neighboring countries, and U.S. fleets sail by her shores. U.S. aircraft fly by China's coastline on a regular basis, and its Navy sends ships through the South China Sea to challenge China's sovereignty. There can be no doubt that the U.S. trains its pilots for strikes against China, and that its bombers have the capacity to hit targets as far from the U.S. as possible. The U.S. has for decades expanded its overwater bomber operating areas, gaining experience in critical maritime regions, and has certainly trained for strikes against China and allied targets. Well, turnaround is fair play. The audacity of the U.S. calling out other countries for developing the capacity to protect themselves and deter U.S. aggression is nothing but laughable. No one can possibly take their propagandistic admonitions seriously.